most people will go like, oh,
Right.
ha, 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 that's that whole
Right,
bullshit that
totally.
they're kind of like making fun of.
You know, the thing is that
You don't need
this
to pay
this
any
isn't like a
attention to
new
that.
concept if that is true, because it just even I think it was even last year in Cusco they found a whole bunch of tunnels that go underneath the city and outside the city for all the royal families. So as soon as there was an attack, this is like built by the Incas. There's all these ancient tunnels that like are inside the city, and then they come out and they spit out at different locations. So this isn't like a new thing. And then in Anatolia, if you're not familiar with Anatolia, Turkey, this is where Göbekli Tepe is. Göbekli Tepe is a monument that's dated at like 12,000 years old. So it's a very old area where humans have been there for a long time. This is also the place where they discovered the first time humans were able to plant wheat in the ground and harvest wheat. So this is an area where ancient humans got together and not only built monuments, but they were there.
The birth of agriculture.
Birth of agriculture, first civilization, possibly, whatever.
Yeah.
So Anatolia has an underground city called Cappadocia, and this is 250 feet with the 250 feet below the ground, with the capacity to hold 20,000 people. 20,000 people. It's like a multi-leveled city. It has it even has its own water well. They purposely crafted a well where there's different sources of water that would come in, but they weren't all coming from the same source. So if anybody was going to poison the well, it was very well thought out. So the thought is that this is only dated at like 1600 BC, but there's people that I've interviewed like Matthias. I've talked about him a lot on the show, Matthias De Stefano. He has a show on Gaia called Initiation. He talks about how, even further back than 12,000 years ago, that if you've ever heard anything about the Anunnaki, this like possible alien race that came from another planet that helped seed the population or helped genetically alter humanity. This is the story. That he's like they didn't just leave the planet. They couldn't stay on the planet anymore because the planet was changing, and the surface, the sun was getting hotter, and they had to go underground. So they built all these massive tunnel systems. So it's possible that this ancient tunnel system, which people then crafted into this city that could hold 20,000 people, could have held ancient Anunnaki. Which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
I'm just looking at photos of it,
It's
too. and
amazing.
It's fucking amazing, too. It's like some sort of sci-fi city of like
Amazing.
ant people. It's amazing stuff. Check it out.
Yeah, we'll post it on our site if you want to check it out. But it is fascinating. Can you imagine an underground city that can hold 20,000 people?
Holy cow!
Water, food, everything. It's pretty amazing. And you have to think that, like, okay, they're saying they built this because they were having lots of raids on their city, and so they would run in there and they would close the door and they'd be protected, right? However, are you telling me they just built that? Like how long must that have taken them? There must have had already been that structure.
Yeah,
somewhat.
Yeah, totally.
Because it's insane, and like I said, we'll post the picture on our site and you can check it out. But it's too intricate,
right? The archaeologist or someone will throw like humans were, don't underestimate human ingenuity, but.
Oh, just sitting there carving this into solid rock is just like.
I mean, it just some of it had to already exist. And then they just crafted it into a well-preserved city. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all the time we have today. So I hope you enjoyed Underground Bases. Stay safe out there, and do not go journeying into any cave that seems dangerous.
Or if you do, bring a camera, because I want to see evidence of something weird.
Or if you do, bring a camera and send us the evidence. That'd be great.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good night, and we'll see you next week.
Goodbye.